Apparently 2K Games will consider bringing the upcoming Borderlands the pre-sequel to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 if there is enough consumer demand. Currently the game is only going to be available for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and PC, and 2K Australia's Tony Lawrence said that this is because they want to reward all of the Borderlands 2 players who are obviously still playing on last-gen consoles. He also said, "Moving it on to next-gen and requiring people to buy new hardware to play the middle of a trilogy feels a little disingenuous, and we sort of want to respect that." Gearbox head Randy Pitchford also pointed out that when the pre-sequel was announced, Borderlands 2 had actually sold more units than the Xbox One and PS4 consoles combined, so it seems like pretty fair logic. The only thing that isn't explained here is that there are plenty of games that are just available on both, like Assassin's Creed 4 for example. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how it works, but a whole lot of other studios have released their games on both last-gen and new-gen, including re-releases of The Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto 5. Borderlands the pre-sequel is set to release on October 14th though.
Hey kids, Jack here. Sup? It's time we got real. It's time we got real about the moon. Super cool tip number 1, stay in the air. Elpis has really low gravity, so why bother taking cover when you can just double jump into the air and kill all the bad guys before your feet even touch the ground. And while you're up there, tip number 2, don't forget the power of the slam. Just crouch in the air and you'll plummet toward the ground like a meteor made of badass and love. Do it when you're above an enemy and they'll friggin' feel it. Tip number 3, use your skills. I brought 4 of you up here to find that vault with me, so don't be shy when it comes to violence. Wilhelm, you've got your drones, which will defend you or attack baddies. Athena, you've got your shield, which, I don't want to get sued, but if you upgrade it the right way, you can use it just like someone whose name rhymes with Schmaptenshim America. Tip number 4, be on the lookout for new loot. We got new guns, new grenades, and hey, remember that slam I mentioned before? If you get the right kind of Oz kit, you can modify that slam with elemental damage. Imagine butt slapping someone so hard they explode in acid. Just think about that for a second. Tip number 5, lasers. They're pretty cool. Look, that guy's on fire. That's funny. Tip number 6, cryo weapons are awesome. If you freeze somebody and then punch them or blast them, they'll shatter and that will be hilarious. Listen real close when their body explodes into a bunch of little crystals and you can actually hear their family cry. Anyway, have fun!
I'm Alana, and thanks for watching this episode of Button Bash.